You hear the word anarchy, and what comes to mind? Burning cars, chaos, a world with no rulers? Well, let's take a breath and take a closer look, because anarchy, in its actual meaning, doesn't mean chaos. It means no rulers, not no rules. And there's a huge difference. So today we're breaking down what anarchism actually proposes and how it might look, not like a violent free for all, but like democracy taken seriously. So basically, we're reframing anarchy in this episode. The word anarchy comes from the Greek anarchos, meaning without rulers. That's it. No tyrants, no kings, no CEOs of your life, just people organizing together voluntarily without coercion, or at least with minimal coercion. I suppose you could never totally get rid of every last bit of coercion in a given society, but the point is that it is minimized as much as humanly possible. Historically, the term was used as a slur and pretty much nothing else, aside from those who would consider themselves anarchists. It was just something negative. And if you really want to understand the level of fear that some people have of the word, you can really tell that people don't want anything positive to be said about anarchism or historical anarchists. They are just vilified pretty much through and through the vast majority of the time, or they are simply ignored, which is probably actually more common than the vilification. If you ignore something, it kind of goes away. So, a way to describe places or people that supposedly lacked order, that's what the word was used for. But anarchists would flip that. They'd argue the real disorder is when a small group holds power over everyone else. That's where the dysfunction primarily starts, you know? So, anarchists don't want to establish a new elite class to manage labor or control people's lives. Instead, they advocate for collective participation in decision making, real participation, not a vote every 4 years or so, but direct involvement in the systems that shape daily life. The idea is to balance the needs of the group with the freedom of the individual without creating a new hierarchy. Sounds familiar? That's because it is. That's really the twist here. Some of this might sound like things we already claim to value in modern representative democracies. Most Western governments say they serve the people. They promise representation, participation, even accountability. But anarchists point out what we often have instead is a layer of professionals, career politicians, bureaucrats, plutocrats, and the like, who enjoy powers, protections, and perks that average persons do not. In an anarchist system, if you have representatives, they're not rulers, they are delegates, instantly recallable, no extra privileges, no golden parachutes, no dictator like powers hiding behind a suit and tie. Anarchism strips away the stage for the authoritarian strongman before he even has a chance to step up. So, is it chaos or is it organized freedom? People hear anarchy and they think mob rule. But that's not the goal, and it's not what actual anarchist theory promotes. The aim is self organization, not leaderless confusion, but cooperative systems that don't depend on coercion or domination to function. Think community run workplaces, local councils, federations of self managed groups, all according to their members and coordinating through shared interest and mutual respect, not fear or force. Anarchism is not the absence of structure, is the presence of structure that doesn't require a ruling class. In short, it's not chaos, it's a system where people live together voluntarily without tyrants. Even when the system is big, even when it's complex, yes, even in something resembling a modern nation state. So, what do you think? Does that line up with your idea of what anarchism is? Is it really that far off from how we wish democracy worked today? And does knowing the original meaning of anarchy, simply meaning without rulers, change how you see the concept? To some, anarchism might sound extreme, but what's truly extreme is accepting the power structures we have today, where a few control so much, and call it freedom. Maybe anarchism is democracy with its training wheels off. Well, I hope you got some food for thought here. Thanks for listening. If this episode got you thinking, share it. Start a conversation, and let's keep exploring systems that actually work for people, not just the ones we've gotten used to. And until next time, stay curious and stay free.